Okay, so last time we covered about the climate control. Now we're going to talk about the buttons for your VSC, your snow and power, and your heated seats. So once you remove the buttons from the center console, you pretty much just, there's little tabs you gotta press and you pop them out. On the side of them, there are these little holes right here. This is where the base for the lights are. So once you fit the LEDs on there and you put them in, I'm just gonna go hypothetically, it's in like this. You'll notice it's not that bright. Well, the problem is that the ones that you buy from eBay or whatever, they're pre-fitted, so it's a bit, I guess, the wrong angle because it's shooting sideways. So what you need to do is somehow unravel it. You can just turn it to the angle you need. Then you ravel the wire back in. So typically you have to test which side is positive and which side is negative. For demonstration purposes, we're not going to do that today. We're just going to show you what it looks like with this installed. So there's these little, I guess, cutouts or claps areas. You want to aim it to where once you turn it, it's going to be aiming straight up to the top of the button. So let's see here. See how much brighter that is right there? That's because you're actually aiming on to the top of the button now. Next we have the mirror control that adjusts the mirror. You probably don't know that there is actually a light in here. However, it's probably burned out by now. This is actually taken apart. This is the side that the button presses. This is the contact that it presses on. And this is the actual back piece of it. You see these two plastic stands? That's where light gets guided through from the back in order for lights to shine through. And you see that piece of plastic inside, the clear plastic. Well, regular bulbs is able to shine 360 degrees like these. So when you put them in, if you have a properly working light bulb, then it won't be an issue. But if you're using these LEDs, at most you get like maybe 120, 130 degrees of light angles. These ones right here. So what you would have to do is use two of them to face sideways. Take two of these and you have to test it with polarity on both sides. So that, for example, let's test this one. This is positive on this side, and it is. So you have two of them back to each other. Fold the legs over so it's kind of like facing sideways like this. And I'll take the other one, fold it over just like that as well. Kind of have to twist them a little bit like this. So when you power them up, both of them will be firing on the sides. To remove the old bulb, all you do is unroll this piece right here, unfold it, one on each side. There's a little pin that comes from the light bulb. Another one over here on this side. You pry it out like this. You can see it, but you unroll that and it just pulls right out. And then you take LED that you have made to face sideways, insert them. There's that, it feeds through. And you wrap it around just like you would on the other side. Wrap it around like this. The reason you wrap it around is so that it will make contact with the inside. And then you just aim it, use a screwdriver, and twist it on. The rods glow up. So you can see it's not fully lit, so you have to adjust it. To get the best light for the rear view mirror switch, it would be, you see these little clamps or hooks. You would actually have to be perpendicular to it. So the LEDs are actually, you have to turn them to where it's actually pointed straight up almost. And then have it sticking out about maybe 1/4 of an inch, and also angle it slightly, kind of like in the V shape. So once you put it in and turn, it's going to be in the proper position. Then we shine the best light through the mirror switch. Now, due to the fact that the light has to go through a plastic piece that guides the light through the back cover, and it has to shine through some covering or shielding or deflector, whatever you want to call it. Basically, this piece of plastic here, the light is actually not going to be that bright. It's actually more about that kind of brightness. During the day, you won't see it. At nighttime, you'll be able to notice the little arrows as you are driving.